and must now report to HR.
Mother...
You will soon meet up with the gaming coworker, Josiah. He seems really...
You know, Tet's top videos, and I'm gonna be reacting to it. I kind of fucked that up a little bit because I am totally scared shitless. Literally, I am scared shitless because oh man, I am fucking things up. And this video was actually made by Tet's top videos. You guys already know, I said it, I'm fucking things up. Let's get this video started before I change my mind completely.
This video contains flashing lights, unsettling content, violent content, jump scares, and sudden loud noises. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh shit, jump scares, motherfucker. God damn. I'm gonna fuck this. I'm gonna fuck up so bad. I'm gonna fuck this up so bad. I am totally scared. Yeah, get him! Get him!
Video gaming can place us in many horrifying and tense situations.
Office spaces are not excluded from having a terrifying encounter thrust upon hapless players.
Scary bosses, tight deadlines, and perhaps even cosmological horrors seek your soul.
Hold on. Oh man, that game is scary as hell. That game is scary as hell. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know.
So prepare yourselves as we dive into the top 10 horror office games.
Why is Office Coffee so bad?
What the
Why
hell?
is Office Coffee so bad is a short horror game made by Box Top Brothers. You play as a regular office employee typing away on your computer's keyboard with your eyes looking at the screen. As you start looking around your cubicle, you will notice a cup of coffee on your desk which wasn't there before. Not thinking much about it, you take the mug and start drinking the coffee. Your coworker from another cubicle starts pestering you to stop drinking it due to it being against protocol.
The fuck, man? You're being a fucking creeper, man. That shit's fucking scary as hell.
Ignoring him, you continue to drink the brew, which begins to change from dark brown to different colors. While multitasking with coffee and typing with the other hand, messages begin to pop up on the screen from management, telling you about the decrease in your work, to use both hands while typing, and that they will now start monitoring the employees. Outside of your cubicle, a few security cameras will tower over you, recording you as you continue typing and drinking your coffee. A telephone appears on your desk with the boss's voice, berating you on drinking your coffee.
No coffee at the desk. So I'm gonna need you to put that cup down and get back to work.
As you take a sip of it, he will respond as if he's in pain, his voice distorting, then the call disconnects.
Do you even know what you've done?
You then start hearing the screams of your other coworkers and see the office itself change colors. The objects on your desk begin to shake, then float, until your cubicle and all of reality crumbles and falls apart around you. You then wake up to yourself flying through space and diving into the unknown, with your cup of coffee in hand. Why is Office Coffee so bad is free to play on itch.io if you're into a rather curious experience on the whole office environment.
What the fuck? That kind of scared me a little bit.
day in the office. Welcome to your new office job under the management of the enigmatic Clockhart, a large man with a clock for a face. After meeting your co-workers, it's time to get to work.
Blue legal cannabis. It's real flower that gets you a real high.
Oh, look at
Whatever that work is, since no one seems to be able to tell you your job or who your clients are. Only when you return to the boss's office and find a wall calendar do things start to change. By moving the pin between days, the day shifts between the 5 days in a work week. You seem to be stuck in some kind of temporal trap in this office with a mystery centered around your boss, Clockhart. The horror in this game is derived from the obscure story and ambient elements as the mystery unfolds piece by piece. While graphically rather basic, the puzzles are based around jumping from day to day to progress. Made for the Lone Rabbit Game Jam with 7 days of development, this is a unique expression of a horror office experience. While a short game, it delivers a rich narrative and impressive puzzle elements that weave into the experience very well. Being a free-to-play game, this is an excellent choice for those seeking less jump scare and more narrative intrigue.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad, right? Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
DigiDream, 1989. Sat before your computer terminal, being the last worker left in the office. You're required to type out words at the behest of your boss to complete your tasks for the day. You have a limited time to type out the words to finish your work. As the evening rolls on, things start to descend into nightmares as something in the company has managed to escape containment. Before too long, this entity has its sights set on you. If it looks into your eyes, you're finished. Your only chance is to complete your work while avoiding eye contact with this entity. This is a very short office experience, lasting a little more than 10 minutes per session. But in this short time, the game draws you in and escalates the tension as you play. Anxiety builds as you're required to complete increasingly complex words in a time limit, while avoiding death at the entity's deadly gaze. While a simple and basic gameplay experience, DigiDream 1989 doesn't fail to deliver an anxiety-inducing experience that will sit with you even after you finish.
I Am Dave.
Okay.
I Am Dave is a short itch.io game where you take on the role of a middle-class, blue-collar, everyday working man. You wake up in your dingy apartment, go to work in your bleak office, go home, and then go to bed, only to wake up and repeat the same monotonous process again and again. The only moments of reprieve you have from this rut of a life are the simple things you once took for granted: spam phone calls, bogus television ads, and morning radio broadcasts. In the midst of this capitalism-infused corporate nightmare, you begin to notice something strange. The man spam calling your phone introduces himself as Dave. The radio host calls himself Dave. And the new neighbor down the hall? His name is Dave. You go to work and see all your identical co-workers clacking away at keyboards in their cubicles, shackled by the life that has claimed them. And something in you knows they're all named Dave. After a night of uneasy sleep, you decide to confront the Dave in your apartment and see what his intentions are. Stepping into his home, you see nothing but a mound of computers, notes sprawled all over the walls, and strange pieces of occult and otherworldly artifacts.
I Am Dave.
Once you leave the apartment, you find yourself in a distorted version of the hallway, which leads you down a seemingly endless path littered with garbage and ads. Eventually, you find what lies at the end of the hall, a mirror. Once you peer into the mirror, you are left with only a reflection and the realization that you are Dave. While not a traditional horror experience in most respects, this game focuses on something much...
Why did I get scared? Literally, I was almost going to swing at my monitor. But if I do that, it's gonna cost me money.
More real and terrifying. The horrors of mediocrity and the path that exists for those who live a life void of purpose and meaning as cogs in a machine, fueled only by the insatiable need for material goods and pleasures.
Sabletech.
Sabletech? What the hell?
Sabletech is a hauntingly immersive walking simulator that plunges players into a bizarre and unsettling world of an office environment that defies the laws of physics and logic. As an office employee navigating through the labyrinthine corridors of Sabletech, players will find themselves in a surreal landscape where the mundane meets the absurd.
The fuck?
The game draws inspiration from the unsettling aesthetic of liminal spaces, reminiscent of popular backroom-style experiences, creating an atmosphere that invokes both nostalgia and dread. The office layout twists and turns in ways that are both familiar and disorienting, leaving players questioning their sense of direction and reality. Upon installing the mysterious assistant program, the already strange office morphs into a nightmarish maze, where the corridors seem to stretch infinitely and the floor plans appear to warp and shift. This unsettling geometry generates a palpable sense of unease as players wander through empty break rooms, flickering fluorescent lights, and eerily quiet cubicles. While there are no overt threats or entities lurking in the shadows, the oppressive atmosphere and the absurdity of the environment creates a tension that keeps players on edge. Sabletech invites exploration, encouraging players to delve deeper into its haunting spaces, all while piecing together the fragments of a narrative that remains shrouded in mystery. With its focus on exploration and the uncanny, Sabletech offers a brief yet impactful experience for fans of horror and surreal environments, leaving players to ponder the nature of the space they inhabit long after they logged off.
Office Paradox.
Okay, ain't that bad, right?
Office
Ain't that
Paradox is a
bad.
free-to-play, side-scrolling game developed by Bad Coffee Games. Players take the role of Jim, an office employee who tries to leave the office complex to go home on Halloween night.
Oh
But the elevator
shit.
keeps stopping on the same floor. As Jim continuously goes down the elevator to the next office, its true colors start to unfold as the lights begin to flicker or turn off.
Oh man, you're
Further
fucked.
events occur, such as a printer printing out "No overtime allowed," hearing a man's disembodied laugh, and a mirror shattering showing a letter stating that Jim isn't human. The office truly becomes a hellscape when Jim sees a man
What the hell?
appearing as a ghost, covered in blood, with a dead cat in one hand and a knife in the other. He'll speak to Jim and then start stalking him. The player will then need to avoid him and falling ceiling fans. The game reaches its climax as you exit the second to last elevator, seeing the office dark, blood oozing from the ceiling, chairs floating, and the electronics going haywire. A final elevator awaits, and it's down to the player to discover what is on the other side. Despite the game being quite short, the quality is great. The sound design is very immersive and filled with tension and suspense. This game can be found on itch.io.
Hell no, man. I ain't gonna look that up. Fucking tripping, dog.
Overtime.
Overtime? What the hell? What?
This game, though short, gives you a simple yet horrifying experience. A free game on itch.io created by Turnip Liker, the game starts as another day of doing the same old meaningless job at a cubicle farm. In the same fashion as real life, your boss wants to have a meeting with you. Considering that your coworkers are a bit off, it feels like you were the right person to be picked. They say strange things, eat odd food, and one is more interested in pranks and gaming than work. Once you get to the meeting, however, no one is there. This gives you the thought it was probably a mistake, so you feel it's okay to go back to your desk. There's just one problem. You later get a call saying you never went to the meeting and must now report to HR.
Mother.
You will soon meet up with the gaming coworker, Josiah. He seems really...
Oh, fucking shit. God damn. Fuck. I was gonna look behind me because I thought someone was right behind me, and this motherfucker pops up out of nowhere, nearly giving me a goddamn heart attack, and I nearly goddamn sharded myself. Man! Oh, God. I'm not playing these games, I swear. If you guys want me to play these games, let me know down in the comments below. I want at least 2,000 likes. At least 2,000 likes. I know I said 5,000, but I want 2,000.
nice to you, but then as you get to HR, the atmosphere gets even creepier, as the doors are oddly shaped for an office, and the area is covered in an unsettling darkness. At the end, there's Josiah, with a bloody blade, surrounded by a nightmare you weren't meant to see. For a low-res 3D game with vague telling of the story and plot, Overtime has good pacing to lead you from a lighthearted game to an office horror, with great tension building and a jump scare to hit the mark. Its only issue is it's a bit of a broken game due to it being able to soft lock accidentally. But don't let that stop you from this office horror experience.
What the fuck? What did I do? What the fuck did I do? I just saw you kill someone, man. I just saw you kill someone.
One late night.
Oh, shit.
It's a late night at the office.
God dang, I hate the title, and it is terrible late at night.
You're stuck working an overtime shift with nothing to console you but a fresh cup of coffee. Things are quiet and normal on this thunderous night until you see a message on your computer that says, "I see you." Suddenly the printer wears to life and prints out a page with a single word: hello. Chairs will fly and cabinets will slam open in your face as you try to escape, but you only find that the exits have been locked up. After finding a misplaced key in the
Oh man, you better wash your hands.
to enter the office of a former employee, Robert, who apparently has had contact with a chilling entity. Perhaps this is the reason he went missing. Amidst his clutter, you'll find a note left behind by Robert saying that the spirit is weak to light, as well as a convincingly placed flashlight. The only problem is that it has no batteries. In your search for batteries,
what the
you'll
hell?
find more notes left by Robert, whose spirit has also been trapped.
What the hell is your problem, man? You gave me a flashlight, but with no batteries. Are you trying to fuck me? Are you trying to fuck me?
Trapped in the office by the malevolent entity. This dark-veiled female entity begins to stalk you through the halls as you hunt for the way out. Eventually, you are led to a key for the emergency door in the back of the office. Just as you reach the exit, your vision swirls and fades before readjusting to see a very familiar dark office surrounding you.
Stay back, I got a flashlight!
It's not as easy as it first seemed. While being a slow-walking simulator, this game does have the potential to serve up some spooks and scares when the time is right. If you have fears of darkness, hauntings, limbo spaces, and being trapped in a corporate workspace, this game might be for you.
Oh god, come on. I got this.
The Lancaster leak. Crisis at call center.
That's a long-ass
The
title.
Lancaster Leak, Crisis at Call Center, is a chilling entry in the Lancaster Leak series, immersing players in the eerie environment of a late-night call center through the lens of fixed security camera angles and the occasional hidden spy cam. Players take on the role of a janitor working the graveyard shift, unknowingly becoming the focus of a sinister experiment. As the footage unfolds, it becomes clear that something malevolent is stalking the janitor, a strange entity that plays a deadly...
What the hell is that?
Always lurking just out of sight of its prey, but never out of reach of the watchful cameras. The purpose of these recordings is to study the entity's behavior and the events that transpire within the call center. As the nights progress, the tension escalates dramatically. On the third night, the janitor witnesses the horrifying murder of an extra security guard, marking a turning point where the entity's predatory nature becomes apparent. Frantic attempts to call for help are thwarted when the administration hijacks the emergency call, revealing a chilling conspiracy at play.
Ma'am, are you on any medication or substances?
No! Are you taking me seriously? For fuck's sake, send someone!
Should I do this?
The janitor's fate becomes increasingly grim as the entity turns its attention
What
towards
the hell?
leading to a harrowing conclusion where escape is thwarted by shadowy figures in black suits. Drawing inspiration from the early Resident Evil games, Crisis at Call Center features tank controls and fixed perspectives, enhancing the sense of claustrophobia and dread. While the minimalistic interface can make interactions a bit challenging, the game expertly builds suspense, keeping players engrossed as they navigate the unfolding horror over the course of 3 tense nights. With its engaging narrative and escalating terror, this short experience leaves players questioning the true nature of the call center and the dark secrets that lie within.
Motherfucker! Oh my god, that scared the living shit out of me. Even covering my freaking eyes, I still see it. Oh man. One more. Ain't gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt. It ain't gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be that bad. I bet it's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be that bad.
The Suits Have Gone Mad.
I think it's gonna be worse.
The Suits Have Gone Mad is a free-to-play action horror game created by Blank Dream Studios. You play as an office worker named Theo Blue, another slave to the corporation, running late for the authoritarian company that monitors your every move. One unsettling instance you experience is when making your next presentation. The player blacks out upon working on what can only be classified as a new tone, the next plan to present to your bosses. You see a strange light in your dream, with hypnotic blue sequences of 8 lights in each ring. After this, strange events occur that seem unnerving as the game progresses. Soon after, your coworker is suddenly discharged from what is called a significant breach in company policy. This was done by the White Suits, the bosses of the company, by dragging him off into a back room. Though alarming as it is, your attention is fixed on making it to your own meeting. From this point on, unnerving feelings are amped up, entering the meeting with all eyes on you as you give your presentation. The screen glitches upon declaring your new tone. Once you turn around,
what the hell?
With all the white suits glaring at you with inhuman eyes. As you walk out of the meeting, more white suits show up through open doors. The monitors flag you to be apprehended at once, but you have no recollection of what you've done to earn the ire of the white suits. You race to escape being captured.
Run!
With tension building up around every corner. The Suits Have Gone Mad is a 3D monotone game based on
goddamn, he's getting close. Run!
Environment, showing you how worthless and replaceable you are to the business, along with people disappearing without a second thought. Without the use of fictional monsters, but using humans as a source of scare value, this game still manages to unsettle those who dare to climb up its corporate ladder.
Thank you for watching. and on this page, thanks to our members.
Oh, goddamn. Hope you guys enjoy the video because I did not enjoy that video. You know what to do, soldiers. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share the video. I see you guys in the next vid. Peace.